Are you ready to uncover the shocking reason why Kim Taehyung, the global superstar you thought you knew, has suddenly taken over American television screens in a way no K-pop idol ever has before? Could this be the hidden turning point in his career that fans have been waiting for? Or is it something even bigger? Something that changes the way the world sees him forever? Before you scroll past, stop for a second. Because what you are about to read will not only surprise you, it might just change the way you think about the global entertainment industry and about Taehyung himself. And if you want to dive deeper into this story, don't just read and move on, hit like, leave your comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more updates. Because your voice is part of this history being written right now. The world has always known Kim Taehyung, famously known as V of BTS, as an artist who could blend music, fashion, and charisma into something magnetic. But what if I told you that his journey has now crossed into a dimension no one predicted? Television in the United States, long considered a place where only Hollywood icons and American household names dominate, is now bowing to the rise of a South Korean artist whose face, name, and presence are everywhere. How did this happen? Why now? And what does it mean not just for Taehyung, but for the very fabric of global entertainment? American viewers, once skeptical of K-pop's staying power, are now finding themselves glued to their screens every time Taehyung appears. Whether it is a late-night show performance, a surprise cameo in a drama that instantly trends worldwide, or his music playing during a primetime slot, Taehyung is no longer just a guest, he is the trend. Imagine switching channels and noticing how his name pops up again and again, trending in real time as hashtags explode across Twitter. TikTok reels circulate his clips within minutes, and YouTube's algorithm can't stop recommending anything that features his face. Is this coincidence? Or is this the carefully written story of a star who was always destined to dominate more than one industry? What truly makes this moment shocking is not just that Taehyung has reached the American television mainstream, but the way he has done it gracefully, emotionally, and in a style that feels like destiny unfolding. Fans who saw him smile in interviews, who heard the depth in his voice during an intimate acoustic performance, or who watched his acting come alive on screen, say there is something beyond talent happening here. There is magnetism, a force that cannot be ignored, a presence that makes American producers, talk show hosts, and directors whisper the same question. Behind closed doors, how do we bring more of Taehyung to our screens? And yet, what might surprise you most is not the numbers, not the rating spikes when he appears, but the emotional impact he is leaving on audiences who had no prior connection to him. American mothers who had never heard of BTS before are suddenly asking their kids about him. Young adults are calling him the new face of television charisma. And even critics, who once dismissed the Hallyu wave, are quietly retracting their words. Can you feel it? The cultural shift that has been bubbling for years is suddenly boiling over. And Taehyung is right at the center of it. If you've ever wondered whether one artist can truly bridge continents, cultures, and industries, Taehyung's name is the answer flashing across American television right now. His music, his art, his persona, once thought to belong primarily to the K-pop fandom, are no longer bound to borders. They are trending in living rooms in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and beyond. Every new appearance becomes a headline. Every smile becomes a viral gif. And every word he speaks gets dissected in both fan forums and mainstream media outlets. The emotional grip is real and the momentum unstoppable. So what happens next? Will Taehyung's American television lead to a permanent place in Hollywood? Could it mean his very own show? Or perhaps a starring role that cements him as an actor beyond borders? Fans are already predicting it. Insiders are hinting at it. And the air of inevitability hangs thick around his name. This is not just about fame anymore. It is about legacy. About rewriting the rules of how global stardom works. For the fans who have been with him from the start. Watching him trend on American TV is more than just entertainment. It is vindication. They remember the years of dedication, the countless nights of streaming, voting, and promoting. They remember when Taehyung's artistry was questioned, when K-pop was underestimated, when international recognition felt like a faraway dream. And now, as they watch him dominate television screens across America, the tears are real, the emotions overwhelming. Because this moment feels like their victory too. The question is no longer whether Taehyung belongs on American television. The question is, can television itself keep up with Taehyung? With his artistry, his presence, his unpredictability, and the endless wave of love that follows him everywhere. He is not just fitting into American media, he is reshaping it. And as long as his name keeps trending, as long as audiences keep tuning in, one thing is clear. This story is only beginning. What if the story of Taehyung's sudden dominance on American television isn't just about fame or talent, but about timing, destiny, and the unstoppable power of cultural connection? Picture this, a young boy from Daegu, South Korea, who once dreamed of singing, now flashing across millions of television sets in American households, becoming a conversation starter in places where his name was never spoken before. Isn't it astonishing how the boy, who used to stand backstage, quietly observing the world, is now the man reshaping the entertainment landscape of the United States? The deeper you look into Taehyung's rise on American TV, the more you begin to realize that this is not just another celebrity moment, it is a cultural earthquake. His appearances are not fleeting cameos. They are phenomena. A late-night performance that leaves the host in awe becomes the next morning's headline across digital media. A 10-second smile caught by the camera during an awards show turns into a viral clip that people replay endlessly, wondering what makes it so captivating. The truth is, you cannot script Taehyung's magnetism. It is raw, unfiltered, and deeply human. But what truly sets this chapter apart is the emotional reaction of audiences who never thought they would care. Think of Duvane, Texas, who stumbles upon his interview and is surprised by how articulate and humble he sounds. Think of the young college student in Boston who never considered K-pop relevant but finds themselves replaying his solo stage again and again. Think of the grandmother in California who watches him on a talk show and calls her granddaughter just to ask, "Who is this young man with such kind eyes?" These are not fan-driven reactions. They are signs of cultural crossover at its purest form.